welcome to the Music Lab Podcast. My name is Dog, and this is also the Part-Time Rockstar Podcast. We are with our friends, Glenn and Alex from the Peterson Brothers, Austin, Texas's own. Boys, how is it? How are we feeling?
Yeah, I feel great. Glad to be here. super glad to be here.
Opening up for the Roots tonight. Riverfront Park. We're in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Brett came up from Baltimore. How was your trip up, man?
I'm sure it was easier than you guys.
For sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
For sure.
Yeah, tell us about you. Yeah, so what time did you start your day today? Let the people know.
Ooh, we started our day at about what?
2:30.
About 2 o'clock? Yeah, 2 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah, we flew in, and now we're here.
Yeah,
so
playing all day.
non-stop, or did you have a layover? Or?
Luckily, it was non-stop,
Oh, sweet.
so we were able to go ahead and get here.
Took care of you.
Yeah.
Frank took care of you.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to interview Frank last night. Tell us about your relationship with Frank.
I believe the first time we worked together, actually I think he was at our show at the Met when we opened for Gary Clark Jr. in 2018 or it's 2018 or 2019.
Yeah.
No, it's 2019 for sure.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then he had us come up here and we did a gig with our good friend Kingfish that he put on. I think the place is called Club XL, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
XL Live, yeah.
Yeah. So we ended up doing that there, and that was literally our last fly day before the pandemic. Then he had emailed our mom that does all of our booking for us a few weeks ago about this gig, and we're like, absolutely. If they'll have us on the show, absolutely. So we're just glad to be here. So
talk about the pandemic. I mean, you talked about the pandemic. I mean, what did you guys do? How did you maintain not being able to play? I mean,
with the time that we had.
What was your mindset? Yeah.
I mean, with the time that we had, we just, made the best of it. We were able to sit at home, work a lot, write, and just overall improve our skills, broaden our knowledge and everything. So, we were still able to have, a productive output out of it, luckily.
So, and then I guess that's a good segue. Talk about the new album. Talk about the recording process, right?
So right before the pandemic, we were actually wrapping it up, but we were actually introduced to one of the guys that plays with the Roots, Mr. Ray Angry. He plays keyboards with them. He's an amazing keyboardist, composer, songwriter, producer. And again, we got linked up with him through Gary Clark Jr. a few years ago whenever he came to Austin with Miss Lauryn Hill. And we were just kind of working on and off. And then, the end of 2019, top of 2020, we really locked in, on the song list and the set list of what we were going to do for the record. And we're working on finishing that up, this year and shooting to release it, later this year, top of next year at the very latest.
So talk about your influences on this album. What's the feel of this album? Give us a little taste of what we're gonna hear.
Oh, well, definitely playing some of it tonight, but definitely it's everything we grew up listening to. Everything from blues to soul to funk to R&B.
Yeah.
Just
It's
everything.
Soup, right?
All that.
Yeah, influenced with a lot of stuff, all blue, again, all those styles of music, from the 60s, 70s, 80s definitely. So, but of course, our take on it as, 20, early 20-year-old musicians. So.
Right. Man, that's so awesome. I'm so looking forward to it. Brett, anything for the boys? What do you got?
Yeah, how long you guys been in Austin?
Whole lives. We
lives.
grew up Austin area. So
you've seen the shift then.
Oh, absolutely. I'm only 25 and he's 23, but I tell people
there's so much that's changed.
I tell people I remember I don't know if y'all are familiar with a lot of the buildings down there, but I remember when the Frost Bank Tower wasn't even a part of the skyline yet. Yeah. So I remember when.
Rainy Street was Rainy Street, right?
Yeah, it wasn't like a club.
Yeah, I wasn't going downtown at that time, but all that was neighborhood. From what I was told, by my parents and my older brother, all that's neighborhood. Yeah.
I started going down there maybe 5 years ago or whatever, and it is kind of funny how every time you go up there's new skyscrapers, and even East Austin used to be dive bar central or whatever. Now it's
it still kind of is. Especially in retrospect to other towns, for sure. Absolutely.
What's your favorite haunt? What's your favorite bar over there?
You
guys are going out.
The places that we honestly places we go at. Yeah, Continental Club is always awesome. Antone's is awesome. Those are the best places you can especially see live music, especially. You see a lot of local stuff on any given night as well. So
For sure.
Did you guys play anywhere at South by this year? Or were you out of town?
I know we did a lot of like corporate events for South by. Which is really cool.
Yeah.
But South by is pretty
Well,
light
more
for us this year. Yeah, South by is definitely pretty light this year, compared to other years for sure. I think it's just because they were just kind of getting back, but I think next year everybody's going to be twice as busy. So.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was down on 6th Street. It was definitely a good time. Although not nearly as packed as I expected, for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know other years it's crazy all over the city. So
cool.
Absolutely.
So talk about the Continental Club. You mentioned that for our audience who knows nothing about the Continental Club. That's the first time I got to see you guys.
Oh man.
Talk about the Continental Club. Right?
The Continental Club, it's definitely one of the most historic venues in town, and luckily, they gave us the opportunity to pick up a residency there, and it was consistent for. We did for what, 6, 7 years? Right?
I think almost 8 years before the pandemic.
Yeah, before the pandemic.
Every Monday.
How many other bands have they done a residency with? It can't be too many, right? Over the years, do you know?
I think we definitely had one of the longest ones straight, and probably missed the fewest. There's probably enough times on one hand that we actually missed them to be out of town for something. But
for sure.
Yeah,
every
definitely.
Monday night, right?
Yep. Every Monday night. When I was in, were you in middle school whenever we started?
I think I was in middle school.
Yeah, you think you were 8th grade?
Yeah, I was like going into my freshman year, I think. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard that. He was playing as a middle schooler at a club in Austin, Texas.
And we were at Anton's before that.
Oh yeah, I think we did like Anton's. We did like what is it, the Blue Tuesday or Blue Monday? Yeah, and that was before that. And I think we might have started doing that when I was in middle school. So
did you ever get to play Threadgills?
We did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, did the gospel bunch.
Yeah, Threadgills is a cool spot. We saw. Are you familiar with the guy's Uncle Lucius, the band Uncle Lucius?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Man, so he just put out a solo album too, Kevin Galloway. It's really good.
Nice.
Peachy Dub, but yeah, Threadgills, man. I was sad that they closed.
Yeah, it's not there anymore. Well, it's still there for now, but I mean, it's
the
definitely
building's
closed.
Still there. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other iconic places or any other restaurants that have kind of bit the dust, during the pandemic in Austin?
During the pandemic?
That you're familiar with, or like off the top of your head, or like any venues that closed because of?
The main one everybody was upset about was Threadgills, and another thing people were upset about too was Music Lab, the rehearsal space that like everybody went to.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know those are the two things I remember everybody was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah, those are probably the main two for sure.
Gotcha. Yeah. So tonight, opening up for the Roots, you got songs from the new album.
Yep.
We're gonna hear songs from the old album, songs from the EP. Any covers tonight? You don't have to tell us, but like, are we gonna?
Oh yeah, always like our own original spin on definitely some.
Always.
Some covers for sure.
The crowd is definitely going to be entertained as always.
For sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Man, thank you.
Absolutely, my friends.
Man, so good to see you.
Of course.
Yeah.
God bless.
You too, man. God bless
man.
you,
We can't wait to see you on stage.
God bless you.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
Guys, this is another episode of the Music Lab podcast. Just remember, peace and one love.
Come on over to roosterstone.com, where you can book the band for any event you can imagine. Acoustic, full band, whatever your event may require. You can also email us to take online music lessons at an affordable monthly price. Don't forget to download our original music and like, follow, and subscribe to Rooster Stone across all social media platforms. Keep rocking out at roosterstone.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here at Raw Outfitters, we are an independent, family-owned clothing company for all ages. Check out our inventory of shirts and hoodies at www.rawoutfitters.com and follow our social media pages. Don't just wear,